Hey everybody, it's Daniel Jeremiah and Bucky Brooks, and this is Josh Allen 360. Before we get to the folks around Josh Allen, let's get our own opinion in here, what you think of him. I'll give you the floor here first, Buck.
Look, this is an A-plus talent. This is a guy that we talk about, we dream about as a scout in terms of seeing what someone can bring to the table from a physical standpoint. And he is everything that you want to work with as a quarterback coach, meaning he's undeveloped, he's raw, he's unrefined.
Yeah, the number with him people are going to point to is the completion percentage. That's the focus. And anybody wants to take shots at Josh Allen, talk about how he's not accurate, that's the one thing. And then the second thing, they say, well, when they've stepped up in competition, he hasn't played well. Now, I look for comparisons. Look, the easy one is Carson Wentz. They're darn near identical height, weight, speed. You look at them playing in the same system for the same head coach.
You didn't want this tag to you, so I'm going to take the heat.
I'm
going to compare him to Cam Newton. And the reason I'm going to compare him to Cam Newton because from a talent standpoint, the guy has everything that you want to see. Size, athleticism, big arm, can make these throws. But when you were describing his kind of getting stuck, he gets stuck on progressions, but then he has so much arm talent that he can make up for it. Well, we've seen that from Cam Newton his entire career in the National Football League.
All right, let's listen to some other voices other than our own. Let's get to the man of the hour here. We're going to do a Josh Allen 360, the best person to talk to, Josh Allen.
You know, playing football is what I love to do. And I know a lot of people have many mixed emotions about me, and they have a lot to say, but I can care less, to be honest. You know, I'm going to go out and I'm going to do my thing, and I'm going to play football how I know how to play.
You got a chance last drive to go down and win the game. What ball do you want to throw as the walk-off winner?
We're going gun right out, 60 combo, falcon right. Yeah, or gun right out, 60 combo, falcon left. I'm throwing that inside fade on the left side.
Fades from the inside, Buck. We talk about it forever.
We do
Taking candy from a baby.
It really is. It's the easiest route to
Got all
throw.
that real estate out there.
You can put it anywhere you want, and the receiver's looking back at you, and the DB's looking at the receiver. So it's the toughest route to cover, in my opinion.
Buck, I thought it was a very honest interview there with Josh Allen. I think he's got a good perspective on where things are. All right, let's get to our next interview here. This is Allen's head coach at Wyoming, Craig Bohl.
But what you see Josh doing and why there's so much buzz and the upward trajectory is those are elements of his value system. He's got great determination. He was an underdeveloped guy out of high school and junior college, and the sky's the limit for him. And so all the things that you're seeing, he's continuing to improve. As I said on his pro day, you just don't see his ball. You hear it. Never seen anybody that's got his kind of arm strength. Never.
You think he has the most growth still ahead of him, man? What area would that be?
The part that frustrated me during the course of the fall, sometimes you're so concerned about some of the schematics that, his footwork got a little bit sloppy. I don't know if he really understood, the magnitude of setting his base and being fundamentally sound. So when you're able to go out in the game, you're not having to think about your footwork. It just naturally happens.
Buck, it's always great when you get a chance to talk to the head man. What a great perspective there from Coach Bohl. All right, let's get to our next interview here. This is a guy who's been training Josh Allen as well as Sam Darnold, training him really to get ready to be successful rookie quarterbacks, and that's former NFL quarterback Jordan Palmer.
So he was putting himself mechanically, he was putting himself in a position a lot in college where he would get up on his toes and he would bounce and his feet would come together, which means the next thing you're going to do is get back down all your cleats in the ground and you're going to overstride. So in its simplest form, he was overstriding that was leading to other issues. But by changing the base, now he has a really short front stride. He gets over it every time. And literally, and I told you this, Daniel, when he misses, just look at the overstride.
Everyone talks about how talented he is. How hard is it to get someone to rein that in?
Well, honestly, I think the overstride thing, the inconsistencies on accuracy, there's two sides of that. Not just with Josh, with anybody. There's the quarterback, is he missing? And then there's the other side of it, Bucky, the wide receiver side. And when you got a lot of confidence in your arm talent, you're going to wait and see it open and throw it. And that'll be the evolution for Josh, but I think he'll be in a position in the NFL with the route discipline that's there, the trust in the guys, that inconsistencies are going to narrow down big time.
Another member of that team, Ryan Flaherty, who helped train Josh Allen for all the physical testing and has been around a lot, and I mean a lot, of great prospects at the position over the last decade. This is our chat with Ryan Flaherty.
I've never seen an arm like this in my life. I've been around a lot of quarterbacks. His arm is beyond elite. It will be what every arm is measured against. At his pro day, he'll probably throw the ball 90 yards. No joke. The other day we were on the field.
Come on.
I'm not kidding. He'll throw it 90 yards. Just wait. I promise you. I'll bet a car on it. Physically, it's second to none. I think that's going to make a lot of people around the league fall in love with him. But the best part is he's an awesome kid. I'm excited for him.
Just three guys. Look at Carson Wentz, Cam Newton, and then Josh Allen. Just if you're kind of comparing those three guys athletically.
It's a great comparison, actually. Yeah, very similar. So I think Josh is a little faster than Carson. Not probably similar to Cam. I think they're going to be very similar measurables. Josh is very explosive, jump through the roof. They still have a long way to go, and they're both physically going to be at the top in the league.
So there you go. Ryan Flaherty, I don't know many people know just how many quarterbacks he had been around. That was fascinating to me. This guy's been around all the top quarterbacks. How about a team fit?
Well, the team that wants him the most, I would think, would be the Buffalo Bills. And the reason why it would be a good fit up there is because I'm talking about him being wired the right way.
Well, I think this might be a little bit early, but the New York Giants, to me, there's no rush to get on the field. You got a two-time Super Bowl winner in Eli Manning. Also have some nice young weapons there to deal with. All right, that's going to do it for this episode, the Josh Allen 360 episode. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Be on the lookout for more, as well as our regular Move the Six content. You can find it at NFL.com/podcast. You can also find it on Apple Podcasts. Appreciate you guys listening, and we'll catch you next time.